Bonjour mes amis. In this segment, we're going to talk about la famille, the family. To see the vocabulary list in your online textbook, go to Chapitre 2, Chapter 2, the liste de vocabulaire, and then scroll down to la famille. To practice and learn vocabulary related to the family, we're going to use a wonderful Canadian webpage constructed by the Department of Education of Victoria, British Columbia. As you move your mouse over each person, you'll see the English version and you'll hear the French version spoken. Drag each member of the family to where he or she belongs on the family tree. To get to the page, pause this video, click on the link below, and place all the family members in the correct spot. Bonne chance! Good luck! So, how did you do? Hopefully, you were able to complete the family tree correctly. Now, as you look at the liste de vocabulaire on la famille in Chapter 2, you'll notice that masculine people have the article un in front of them and feminine people have the article une in front of them. You might remember learning une heure, 1 hour, or 1 o'clock, and that we use the article une because heure is feminine. Well, same thing here. When we're talking about a feminine person, we use une, and when we're talking about a masculine person, we use un. So, une sœur is a sister, and un frère is a brother. So let's talk about our families now. First, I'll tell you about mine. J'ai une femme, deux frères, et trois sœurs. When I told you I have a wife, 2 brothers, and 3 sisters, I used une for une femme, and then I just used the numbers deux and trois for deux frères and trois sœurs. Let's hear about your family now. Use the phrase j'ai, which just means I have. Use my example as a model and use your vocabulary list from Chapter 2 to say who's in your family. Pause the video and go ahead. So, how did you do? Hopefully you were able to give a short but accurate account of who's in your family. Now, let's talk about these people a bit more and do some review of the alphabet and numbers along the way. You already learned the phrase je m'appelle to give your name. To say his name or her name, we just change this a bit and use il s'appelle for his name and elle s'appelle for her name. Let me tell you about some of my brothers and sisters. Mon frère s'appelle Scott. Ma sœur s'appelle Sherry. Now you try it. Use mon if the person is male and ma if the person is female. Say the names of some people in your family. Here are my examples to guide you. Pause the video and come up with sentences of your own like these. Now let's review our alphabet as we keep talking about our families. Let's give the names of some people in our families and also say how to spell them. Mon frère s'appelle Scott. Ça s'écrit S-C-O-T-T. Ma sœur s'appelle Sherry. Ça s'écrit S-H-E-R-I. Again, the phrase ça s'écrit just means it's spelled or it is written, so we'll use it when giving the spellings of words. So, say how to spell the names of the people in your family you mentioned a few moments ago. I'll put my sentences up for you to use as a model, and if you need to review the alphabet in your online textbook before you do this, just pause this video and go to Chapter 0, which is called Bienvenue, and click on l'alphabet, the alphabet. Here are my sentences again. Now you make some of your own. So, how did you do on that one? Hopefully, you were able to remember and pronounce the letters correctly. If not, do some more review with the alphabet section in the online textbook. Finally, let's keep talking family and review our numbers too. First, I'm going to tell you the ages of the people I mentioned from my family. Mon frère s'appelle Scott. Il a 42 ans. Ma sœur s'appelle Sherry. Elle a 38 ans. To give their ages, I used the phrase il a and elle a, and then the word an, which means years. This translates to he is 42 years old and she is 38 years old. When we say ages in French, we must use the word en at the end of the sentence. So, il a 42 ans, and elle a 38 ans. Without that, the sentence doesn't really make sense, so be sure and use the word en at the end. You may have noticed that I used some numbers larger than 30 to talk about my family. If you need numbers we haven't learned yet, no problem. Just go to your online textbook, Chapter 1, Liste de vocabulaire, and scroll down to the numbers. Then click on the speaker icon and listen to the list of numbers and learn the ones you need. We'll also come back to those bigger numbers a bit later on in the course. Now, use my examples as a model and give the ages of the people in your family that you've mentioned. Vas-y, go ahead. Bien, mes amis, that's all for this segment. À la prochaine. See you soon.